Let's pay homage to the lineage gurus, homage to the Venerable Monk Liao Ming, homage to Master Sakya Zhongkong, homage to His Holiness the 16th Karmapa, and homage to Master Dubdan Dorje, homage to the three jewels of the altar, and homage to the main deity of Homa today, Mother Hariti, and the 500 children, and Bingala. Sumo, Dancing Katsu, Dubdan City, Dubdan Kama, all Dharma masters, Dharma lecturers, Dharma teachers, Dharma instructors, Dharma teaching assistants, temple directors, and all disciples present here and over the internet. Good afternoon, everyone. How do you do?
Hola amigo, que quiero mucho. Skoin, Ichiba, Kimoji, Jumi, Yapi, Puri Puri, Konnichiwa. Bao Hu, Bao Hu, Bao Hu. I
would like to announce for next Sunday, June 14th, at 3 p.m., there would be Mahapratisara Homa fire offering ceremony. This deity, the mudra is the scripture mudra. Sounded like tomato mudra. It's not that. It's the scripture, the old ancient scripture mantra. That's the Mahaprati Dharani. And if you read the Mahaprati Sara Bodhisattva Dharani Sutra, it's whatever you pray for, you get. Wow. All of these deities, you must register for primary supplicants. This deity is very famous. Oh, Mahaprati Sarosoha. I often chant this mantra. In my home in Taiwan, to the right, we hang a tanka of Mahapratisara Bodhisattva. On the right side. So Mahaprati Dharani. She's very famous. She has helped Sakyamuni Buddha's Rahula son, Rahula, Sakyamuni Buddha's son. And she's also helped Sakyamuni Buddha's queen, Yasudhara, the mother of Rahula, this Bodhisattva, Mahapratisara. So how can you not register for primary supplicants? I'm not lying to you. so that you register for primary supplicants, okay? But this deity,
不空坚守观音一样的，
the same as Amoghapasa, Avalokitesvara, both belong to the Avalokitesvara system.
所求不空，
To fulfill wishes, Amoghapasa will answer all your prayers, and then Mahapratisara, you would get whatever you wish for. These two are the most famous, very famous,
法力很大，
and they have great Dharma power.
是我很尊敬的一尊。
So I highly respect, highly revere them. Om Mahapalati Saro Soha.
我不讲也可以，反正你们
It's okay if I don't say that,
随你们的缘分。
it's up to
这
you.
一尊是我很重视的。
So I truly revere this deity.
刚刚那个比林云嘎，
And just now, Bilinga told me
他说那个气球在哪里我都拿得到，还有糖果在哪里我都拿得到。
he said that he's got the balloons, he's got the candies, so need to put it right in front of me.
不用摆在我面前。他说那底下有
He
几个人
said
心中在想，
there,
有挡住他的视线。
there are many people down there that said that they block their view.
这布置的人他本身没有想到。
So the people who put them there did not consider,
满眼童子他都想到，
but Bingala
挡住人家的视线，
Bingala is more considerate
对不对？那些
because placing them there would block
看不到你们了，
block the views of
比手印了。
the people to Grandmaster and Grandmaster to
看不
them.
到我比有什么用？
Then I don't need to form the mudras because you cannot see. Because I formed the mudras for you to see.
你把那个气球摆在那里，挡住几个人？
So you place the balloons
我的视线，
over there, and several people thought in their hearts that
比林云嘎
those blocked their views. So Pingala knew right away. Take them away.
全部撤开。
So we took them all away. And then all those lollipops, that he almost lost his teeth.
都蛀牙了，满眼童子
He had cavities. He had to go to the dentist.
合力地母500个，
Haritis, 500 children, and Pingala all came.
我说那个糖果不用摆在前面，
They said that there's no need to place it right in front here.
他们要吃，
That
我告诉你，
so that's why they were taken away.
糖果店全部吃光了，
If they want them, they just go to the candy shop and eat them all.
哪里都有好玩的东西。
There are many fun things everywhere. They don't play this anymore.
像那小汽车，他们不玩的啦，
They don't play all these little
他
cars.
们玩 AI 啊，
They play AI.
他们不玩这个东西的啦。
They don't play all these toys. Even little kids now is playing with AI. Little kids play with AI now.
这一尊是释迦牟尼佛500个，
So this
500
deity
童子当中，赫利蒂姆500个小孩子当中，
is one of the Hariti's 500 children, the youngest one.
因为赫利蒂姆本身他是
Because
在早
Hariti
期，赫利蒂姆是鬼子母，
at the earliest time was Guizimu, which is the
释迦牟
ghost
尼有把他这个
who especially eats children.
气放在
So Sakyamuni Buddha captured her youngest favorite child
我的小孩子不见，
and then imprisoned him inside the bowl, his alms bowl.
释迦牟尼有跟
And Hariti couldn't find him everywhere and asked Sakyamuni Buddha and told her, in the future, you cannot eat other people's
伤
children.
心成这个样子。
You will become really sad when your child disappears. And how
太
about
伤心了，
How about other children that you have eaten? The parents are also very sad. So think about it. How can you eat other people's children? So Hariti said, then what can I do? And it's okay. Let me ask my disciples to make offerings of nectar water to you. That's why to the great bird Garuda, all the spirits in the wilderness, and Raksasas and Hariti, may you be filled with nectar. That's the offering to Hariti. Because Hariti is Guizmu, the ghostly mother who eats children, and her youngest child is Pingala. And because he was captured inside Sakyamuni Buddha's alms bowl, he received the Dharma power from it, and then he arose in the lotus leaf, so he had received the Dharma power of Sakyamuni Buddha. That's why it's quite special. There are several mantras. May the heavens respond, may the earth respond, may Hariti descend. Oh, may Hariti command Pingala to descend. And because Pingala listens to his mother, so he descends right away. I added that. Om Bilinga Soha is the mantra. So he can fulfill the wishes of sentient beings, many of them. So this deity is actually very, in my spiritual consultation, he helps me. I have a statue of Pingala that's huge. That's the secret deity. And the small one I place on my spiritual consultation table. That's Pingala, statues of Pingala. I asked him to help going all over the place very fast and provide answers. He knows how to do it. Actually, in spiritual consultation, and if you want to help others, Pingala would be the key deity. Yesterday, we were talking about the body. And the sensation of touch. That's different. So therefore, last night I spoke about Jatilamu. Let me talk about protection. I have several different kinds of boundary protections. Like the Lang Yang Kang. Lang means fire. You lay on bed and your body, from your body, fire rises, burning your whole body into ash. And Yang is wind, and the wind blows the ash into the air. And Kang, it's all gone, which means empty. Lang Yang Kang. Fire, wind, and emptiness. Fire, wind, and emptiness. And then there's nobody on bed. You disappear. Since you have disappeared, when you sleep at night on the bed, it's empty. Nothing on the bed. And then none of the ghosts or spirits can invade, cannot find you. That's also a kind of protection that I have talked about. Another kind, I use the 16 6 jia. There's a translation video about this in English. I am chanting the mantra in Taiwanese.
我这个咒念很久了，从20几岁。
have chanted this mantra since I was in my 20s until now, a long time.
我念完这个咒以后
After I chant this mantra, I would
是
gesture,
在西雅图天上是画，
which what I usually do
阵列在前，
in Seattle Temple, 领兵斗者立正切在前。
戒阵列在前，画了3次。
So I would gesture 3 times,
这样子的一个
4 vertical lines and 5 horizontal
白色
lines,
光的网，
and there would be a net of white
红
light
色光网，
covering you, becoming a net of light covering you. That's also a
戒
kind
阵列在前，
of protection.
临兵斗者，戒阵列在前。
That's the mudra and
有日真
mantra
言法，
of the 9-syllable mantra Dharma practice
外面有
to cover you.
神将，
And then on the outside, there's the 6 Ting and 6 Jia generals
这就是
protecting
结
you.
界。
Nobody would be able to come close to you. So 2 levels.
念
And
完以后
I
念
have chanted many mantras.
嗡啊吽，嗡啊吽。
And afterward, I would chant Om Ah Hum. And Ah is on the throat. As you say Ah,
从嘴
a
巴
ray of red light would shoot to the sky and becomes a red net covering the whole abode, the whole residence of the South Mountain Retreat.
上面嗡啊吽，嗡啊吽，嗡啊吽，嗡啊吽，嗡啊吽，嗡啊吽，嗡啊吽，嗡啊吽，嗡啊吽。
And then you
变
chant
成红色的网，先
Om Ah Hum that
把
many
整个南山雅
times.
舍盖起来。
And then it becomes a net of red light to cover the whole South Mountain Retreat abode. So none of the spirits and ghosts can come close or enter into the
我
residence.
有2重结界，
So every night before sleep, I would do 2 levels of protection. Nobody can come
外
in
面有
except
2将，
my own
我的大
people,
门口
my own
大门
beings.
有亨将军、哈将军。
And at the front gate, they are the 2 generals, Heng and
亨将
Ha.
军、哈将军，
General Heng and General Ha.
这个正面呢，
And in the
正面就
front,
从这边算起，
from here, the Hevajra,
耶稣基督也在我家，
Guru Jesus Christ, also at home. I enshrine the big Golden Mother,
不
Saraswati,
动明王、大力
Akalanata,
金刚、
Mahabala,
德金刚
Yamantaka,
啊，药王杜母、
Medicine Tara, Jote Jole, Kalachakra Buddha, Guru Padmasambhava are all there,
全部集中在那里。观世音菩萨，
gathered together, Avalokitesvara Bodhisattva. And over here,
所无之眼，遥
the thousand-eyed infinite
观世音菩萨，
in Golden Mother with innumerable hands,
珍宝
and Quintara, Vaitara,
移动兵祖师
and
啊，莲华生
Lidongping, Guru Padmasambhava,
那个大放化网金刚，
Mahotara Heruka,
释迦牟尼，
Sri Devi, Sakyamuni Buddha.
我家的客厅呢，比这个庙还大。
So my living room is bigger than this temple hall.
我家的客厅呢，
My living room,
一大堆活菩萨，
there are many Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, and I call or chant them every day. And Siddhikarma Bodhisattva. So how can the ghosts and spirits dare to come in?
6月5号晚上，
So the night of June 5th, after I perform the protections, I lay in bed, getting ready to sleep.
有人进来，
Someone came in.
这是
Who?
扎吉拉姆，
Tachilamu.
哇！
Tachilamu. Wow.
我不要讲他，
I don't want to talk about
我
her
一讲起他哦，
because
我
as,
不住。
as soon as I talk about her, I cannot stay still.
就像月亮，
Her eyes, her brows are like the moon. Her eyes
大，
are like the deep blue ocean.
天天天蓝，看
blue sky every day.
他的鼻子啊，
And her nose is like Mount Meru.
他的嘴巴就像
And
樱
her
桃，
lips are like cherries.
他的皮肤啊白皙，
And her skin is fair and soft.
他是集所有罗刹女，
She gathers all the
修罗女，
Asura
所
woman's
有的美丽集中在她的身上，
beauties
画出来她的形象。
appear on her.
讲过了，她不要给我
She's told me that she will not show me her ugly appearance, but shows me the most
你
beautiful.
看到她，头就变成脚。
When you see her, your head becomes the feet and the feet becomes the head. Why? Because you're upside down.
那个身材啊，比那个 S 啊，哦，还要 S，
That her figures is even more S than
还
S.
要 S。我告诉你啊，她要什么人就是什么人。
So whatever she
头
wants
发
to be, she can be.
赞扬那个朱琳，说她长
Her hair.
很好看，
I praised Zulin in the past
小辫子，
that her two ponytails were beautiful. So she made that too, with a bang in the front.
乌溜溜的乌溜溜，
When it's supposed to be dark, it's dark.
没法形容。
Black hair. Very difficult to describe. She
做
came.
什么？
So what did we do?
我本人呐、我告诉你，
As for myself, let me tell you, Grandmaster, since my 50s,
我年轻的时候，
when I was young, let me tell you frankly, I don't dare to touch any
年轻的
woman.
时候我真的不敢碰女生，为什么？
You know why?
无山小路用。
I was useless.
年轻的时候
I was very pitiful.
没有用的人，
I was quite useless.
没有用，
Although
没有用。
I was a man, but useless man,
我坦白讲，我年轻的时候真的是没有用。
frankly speaking,
为什么你
when
知
I
道
was
没有
young.
用？
You know
我
why?
试过嘛？
Because I have tried it.
为什么？
Why?
后来师父教我，
And then my gurus taught
你这样子
me
不行，
that's no good.
你一定要好好修。
You have to train and practice until you reach
点
non-leakage,
滴一点一滴你都无漏。
not even a drop.
我跟师母结婚的时候啊，
When I married Simu, there was a woman who told Simu,
她说她跟师母是好朋友，
she's
她跟我讲，
her best friend.
卢生燕的，你跟她做朋友可以，
It's okay if you just date Sung Yan Lu, but
你如果跟她结婚了，
if you marry him, he's useless.
为什么没有用？
Why?
我也不讲。啊，你们也不用想，哪里
I will not spell it out, but you don't need to think too much either. Don't think about
没
it.
有用。
But let me tell you, when I was young, I was useless.
后来我师父教
And
我，
then after my guru taught
《
me,
瑶池经母》，他的经典里面已经讲，
Golden Mother has mentioned it in her sutra. Wherever it leaks, you should retrieve it back. So wherever you leaks, you should retrieve it from there until you reach pure yang, just like Li
李
Dongping,
洞宾又名李纯阳，
because he is also called the
点
Lu
滴都不漏，
Chun Yang or pure yang.
就是把所
which means no leakage whatsoever. You retract all your semen, and then transform the semen into qi, and transform the qi into spirit, and then the spirit returns to the great nothingness. That then you have attainment. In order to transform your essence or semen into qi, you utilize the inner fire, the upper dantian, middle dantian, and lower dantian. And then after you transform the essence into qi, and the qi circulate all over the body, and then the spirit will radiate light. As long as your channels are open, and then your chakras open, then light would illuminate, and you gather the light, then the spirit returns to the great nothingness, and then that's the attainment. You have attainment. But the key is you have to first practice the non-leaking practice. That's the practice in Taoism. You transform the essence into qi, qi into the spirit returns to the great nothingness. And that's also the practice in Tantric Buddhism. All the Sakya 6 posture changes, Master Sakya Zheng Kung taught me. Master this. The tip of the tongue on the upper palate, press on the Adam's apple. All the upper qi exhale completely, and glue the back to the front, and lift the anus, and lift and press on the lower abdomen, and the forelimbs retract close to the trunk of the body, and the hand is in the fist mudra. So he taught me to train. That's how I train. So the Sakya 6 postural changes is to exhale out all the upper qi and to lift up the lower qi. I trained for 5 years. 5 years until I attained fruition. So with one succeed, then the other follows. You have to train until like this. I have written all the pith instructions in my books about the non-leaking practice. The man should be able to reach that, and there is also a method for the woman too. The male and the female done practices. You're not a man until you reach such an attainment. You have to be able to do it. So I need to retaliate. I mean, just to show, to prove myself. Just let me just tell you frankly, when I was young, I was useless. But after 50s, I became a different person because I have reached attainment. I had the body of pure yang. I do not leak anything through your spiritual cultivation. So you use all kinds of methods to purify, and you became pure. So even when Jatilamu was so beautiful with such an appearance, it's okay. It doesn't matter to me because I practice the pure yang. So the spiritual energy, because the fish and the water are together. I told her, Jatilamu, I love you the most. the one I love
他
most.
的回答是怎么样？
And you know what her answer
你跟
was?
小一也是这样子讲，
You told Xiao
跟
Yi the
小
same
二也这样
thing.
子讲，
You told the first one, the second one, the third
跟
one,
小
the
四也
fourth
这样子
one.
讲，
You said the same thing to everyone.
跟小五也是这样子讲。
To the fifth one.
我说谁是小一啊？
Who is the first one?
芙蓉是小一，
Hu Rong.
谁是小二啊？
Who is the second one?
倩倩是小二，
Qian Qian.
谁是小三啊？
Who's the third
瑞
one?
光是小三，
Rui Guang.
谁是小四啊？
And who's the fourth
他
one?
说珍珍是小四，
Zhen Zhen.
谁是小五啊？
Who's the fifth one?
他说扎基拉姆就是小五，
Dajilamu.
我扎基拉姆就是小五，你
I'm
跟前面
Dajilamu is the fifth. And you said the
这
first,
句话
the former four, and now you telling me
真的
this.
假的？
Is this true or not?
现在讲起来的话，对你来讲，只有这一句是真的。
So, right now, saying this, the one I'm telling you is the truth.
好，我们现在做什么？
So what are we doing now?
扎基拉姆跟我讲，
And Dajilamu told me.
我们现在是在，我跟他讲，我们是鱼跟水。
I told her that we are like fish and water.
好，你唱一首歌给我听。
So sing a song for me. Dajilamu told me, why don't you sing a song?
我就唱了
And I sang.
这首歌。
Good thing that I knew.
像只鱼儿在你荷塘，只为和你守护。
I'm like a little fish in your pond of lotus.
如果是
And with you together we hold the white light of the moon.
哎，我唱了这首歌哎，结果
We are playing in the lotus pond. So I sang that song.
很好。
And Dajilamu said, very good. Now the second song.
第二首我怎么
And second song?
想起来？
So I thought of it.
柴米油盐酱醋茶，一点一滴都是幸福的
Woods, rice, oil, salt,
弯弯
soy sauce, vinegar, all sorts of happiness. The happiness is growing.
但是
And
有
with
一就有
those,
二
with you,
就有
nothing
三
matters.
第三条你怎么唱？
And then now, oh, that's good. How about the third
我
one?
完蛋，
Oh no, how about the third one? Oh my gosh, what can I do? I was thinking and
想
thinking.
到了。
Okay, I thought about it.
我在春天许了个愿，
In the spring, I made a wish.
心事和
I'm willing to meet you in this life.
遇见你和你的寂寞，
Meeting you and your loneliness.
见你和你的美丽，
Seeing you and your beauty.
漫人生漫漫的路，谁能忍受
Life
那长
moving
年
along.
孤寂？
Who can endure such a
伤害
bitter loneliness?
爱，
Luckily, we have love.
会世上有一个你。
Luckily, we have you. I have you.
我这一唱啊，
As soon as I sang
高
that,
兴，
Dajilamu was very happy.
真的是鱼水，鱼跟水在，
So it's just like fish and water together.
那是融合。
They blend together. Such a feeling.
就是很美妙的，
It's truly marvelous.
很微妙的，
Very
有很近
mystical.
很
am very delightful and very happy,
没有比这个在上，
and it's unexcelled,
没有比
supreme.
这个更快的。
It's so exquisite. Nothing is more beautiful and more happy and joyful than that.
这样子你人生就值得。
Then your life is worth it.
扎基拉姆跟我讲，
Satyalam told me,
助你成道，
I will help you attain the
我
way.
成道，
And I asked her, how?
我可以帮你啊。
I can help you.
我把我的气跟你的气合在一起，
I merge your qi and my qi, and in the future, when you have attainment, I will also have
到
attainment.
小五，通通都是一起成道。
And then from the first to the fifth ones, they all have attainment
传
together.
到小一到小四。
So I asked her, how come number 1 and number 4 I've never seen, just you, number 5?
扎基拉姆跟我讲，
When Tajilamu told
只
me,
要我出现的时候，
when I
四个都在。
show up, they're all under your bed.
我不出现的时候，他们才会出生。
So only when I'm not here that they would appear.
就是这样。
That's how it was.
我问他，你平时在哪里？
I asked her, where are you usually? She said, in the sky,
那你如何做？
in the empty space.
我来这里，我
And
将
how
我
do you help
身上的能量给你，
I can give you my power to you, and then you receive
管身
the
上的
power
人脉
that you have, and then you can circulate in all your channels and chakras, and they're all
你就能够
open.
融入太息啊。
And then you radiate light, and then you can merge with the great nothingness.
我现在已经修成纯阳，
So I have trained, I have practiced until I reach pure yang. Even when we're together, I'm still pure yang.
那一种接受，那是无上，没有比这再上。
So such a sensation is the greatest. Nothing is greater than that.
这样子，他来过一次以后，我觉得
After she came once,
这世界上什么事情都不重要。
I find that nothing else is important in this world.
放一场，
That human life is just a dream, an illusion.
修行最重要。
Spiritual cultivation is the
把你
most
自己本
important.
身修成你的 power
And
神
you
光
practice yourself so your power
光亮出来，
can radiate light,
你身上有了光亮，
bright light on your body.
能够显现出来。
If you can manifest a bright light radiance, that's most important.
人在走的时候，就凭着这
When
道
you
光
die,
融入这
you rely on this light to merge into the great void. Then you have attainment. That's attainment.
除了这个以外，
Other than this,
一切都是假。
everything else is false and fake. Nothing has reality in it.
人间最快
Nothing
乐
is
的
real. The happiest thing in the world
就是扎基拉姆
is
跟你
Satyamu
自己，
and you.
他这个气跟气合一的那一种状态，那就是最快乐的事情。
The
没有
the
再比这个
phenomenon where the qi merges with another
房
qi.
子啊、土地啊、
That's the
车啊
happiest thing.
钱啊，
Not houses, cars, money. They're all
没
useless.
有用。
Useless.
扎基拉姆出现以后啊，
After Satyamu appears,
你的美全部集中在
and she absorbed all the beauties of Asura woman,
形
so she manifests her appearance
世界上也没有你，
that cannot be comparable to any other woman in this world.
这肉体是会坏。
This physical body will deteriorate. Any material things are fake, false,
一
unreal.
样是真实的东西。
Nothing is
要
real.
了解这个情况，
So you need to understand the
男
situation.
的一定
So
在密教
you,
里面
the
要
man
修
in Tantric
第
Buddhism,
一个先
you
修
must
成无害，
train first to reach non-leaking, to strengthen yourself, to make yourself
然后再把它化
robust.
成气，
And then you transform it into qi,
你
the
想修
subtle
气瑜伽，
energy. Because a tantrika is a
气再把
qi
这个
practitioner.
全部都通了，
So you transform it into qi, and then you use the qi to open all the channels and chakras. And that way you illuminate
然后
light.
就成就了。
As soon as the divine light appears, you have attainment immediately.
我跟大家讲，这个是
So I'm telling you all, this is a very important pith
在
instruction,
密教非常重要的东西。
very important in Tantric
修不
Buddhism.
成，你就靠念佛，
If you don't have such an attainment, then you rely on chanting Buddha Amitabha. You go to Sukawati Pure Land first.
我昨天晚上讲，
Last night I
莲
said
龙
Lien Yin and Lien Long
在毗沙门天，
are in the Pisaman heaven, which is the
他们两个
crystal palace of Yellow Jambala, the Vaisravana. They met each other there. And Master Lien Ning,
在
by
我说法之
chance,
前，他做了一个梦，
before my Dharma teaching, he had a dream. And he talked about it.
他的梦，
Master Lien
给
Ning,
他。
give him a microphone. Let him share his dream.
南国红呢？
顶礼世尊。
Homage to Grandmaster.
昨天
How are you, everyone?
昨天晚上
After listening to Grandma's teaching last night,
蛮惊讶。
I was so surprised when I heard it.
早上应该是昨天星期六早上。
So early on Saturday morning,
在修行当中，我睡觉
in my practice,
大约6
I
点半到7点这样子。
around 6:30 to 7 in my sleep,
自己我很少
I
梦
dream. I rarely dream.
这个梦很短，这个梦
I had a very short
可是我觉得
dream.
它有意义，可是我也不知道是什么意思。
I thought it was meaningful, but I didn't know what it means.
在帮师尊在做些事情。
As if I was helping Grandmaster do something.
在我们人世间，好像
It wasn't in the human world as if it's in the sky with no forms, and I was looking at documents, and the document can fly by itself. It's white.
有一个声音，
And then I heard the sound on the side.
是意是一种传达，不是
It's like the transmission. It's not like the voice in the
然后
world,
旁边有
human
一
world.
团很强烈的光，
And then there was a very bright light, and
意识心中是知道是什
in
么。
my consciousness, I knew that was Grandmaster and said one short statement,
那句话是说，
simple statement.
哎，这两个人
I
把它筛选出来，不能上去净土。
These two people were selected not to go to the Pure Land, and I
梦
woke
有
up.
没有意识自己知道？我清醒之后呢？
So what does it mean?
可是不可能
When I woke up,
就在我脑海
I wanted to sleep back, but I could not. It was very vivid and clear in my brain,
自己说没有在操。
and I
有
thought,
些人怎么会有这样的梦？
it's so strange. Why do I have this dream? I did not do any body deliverance, and
开始
I didn't think about it more.
听
And
到那
then
一段，只能说
and in the evening, when I heard that, there were two who did not go to the Pure Land.
因为
My jaw dropped
个人筛选
because of the statement, because these two were selected not to go to the Pure Land.
昨天晚上全部开始了，我是才知道。
And then Grandmaster gave the Dharma teaching last night. Then I knew, oh, it meant that.
跟我蛮有缘的。
Because when they were alive, they had a close affinity with myself.
我私底下告诉师尊，
So I told Grandmaster last night after the group practice, it was a very short dream.
所以意思是讲，
So what that meant is that Lien Yin and Lien
芝
Long,
加哥的雷藏
one was the ex-abbot of Chicago Temple,
一个是彩虹雷
and one was the
两个
former abbot of the Limbo Temple. They both have affinity with the four heavenly
去
kings,
到西方极乐世界，
so they don't go to the Sukhavati Pure Land.
四天王天，
They go to the four heavenly kings'
所以他们
heavens
两个在
in the
星宫见面，
in the Crystal Palace, and the two of them
他
met
说这
there.
两个拿下来，
And Lien Ling dreamt that these
到
two
西方极乐世界，
was not allowed to go to the Pure Land. They had to go to the four heavenly kings'
这
place
样子，
because they have affinity with the four heavenly kings.
那是很好的。
The four heavenly kings' heavens are not
我跟阿难
bad.
都称
They're a really wonderful place. Sakyamuni Buddha and Ananda went there too. The Crystal Palace is a really beautiful place.
财天、
Sri Devi,
妙
Saraswati
音天都在那里，
are all
萨
there.
沙地也在那里，
Saraswati
萨拉沙地跟这个马哈斯利亚、
and
马哈斯利
Mahasriya
亚也在那里。
are all there.
师母的宫殿也是在那里，
So Simu's palace is also there.
在多闻天，
It's also in the Vaisravana's Bisaman heaven.
那里是很好的地方，
That's such a wonderful
世
place.
界一样的美妙。
It's as beautiful and marvelous as Sukhavati.
去那里也是等于
Going to Sukhavati
这佛菩萨所赞扬的一个世界。
it's also the world that was praised by Buddhas and Bodhisattvas.
地方
But actually in heavens are also a wonderful place, and Asura is not so bad. But there are also two Buddha school masters in the Asura realm,
也有一大堆穿喇嘛装
and many those in Lama robes, many lamas, many people in Lama robes in the Asura
这
realm.
样子。
So they had to go there.
去台湾天就不好，
It does not mean that the four heavenly kings are not good
就不好，不是这个意思。
because they go there, so they're not good. No, that's not the
东
case.
王
Because the four heavenly kings, the place of Vaisravana was also an excellent place.
在他管的是南党部众，管的是萨婆氏。
He's in charge of the Jambudvipa
南党部众
continent, which is the Saha world.
是
Jambudvipa is in the south.
它是北方，
That's in the north, Uttara,
北方多闻天，
the Vaisravana's
它
heaven.
有4个天呐。
There were four heavens,
一广目
Virupaksa, Drashtarashtra,
4
Virudaka,
个天界，
and Vaisravana. Four heavens.
天界。
So they've gone to those four heavens, Master Lien Yin and Master
没
Lien
有到
Long.
西方极乐世界。
They don't go to Sukhavati,
啊，
but they go
要
there.
转世的时候，
And Master Lien Han, before he was reincarnated, he came to see me, smiling, telling me
去上次来跟我
he's going to be reborn again. And Master Lien Xin was the same.
还要转世，
He's about to be reborn again. They reported to me that they're about to be reborn. Master Lien Han and Master Lien Xin.
还没有跟我讲要转世到哪里。
But did not tell me where, so I do not know where are they now.
他有跟我讲他要转世到哪，
Master Lien Xin did tell me where he's to be reborn.
这是生活中上世的事情。
Those are things about two Buddha school masters.
这个年龄上师刚好是梦到，
And Master Lien Ning happened to dream about it when Grandmaster talked about these two
因
people,
为他们没有到西方
that these two people should be
去，
picked out not to go to the Western Pure Land, and instead they go to the four heavenly kings' heavens. It's a lot of fun there,
哦，红光
so pleasurable, very, very rich and colorful.
现在你问我答吧，5点18分。
Now Q&A is 5:18
这
already.
里面已经跟了
However,
大家了，
I have told everyone here,
合的时候是很美妙的，
when it's in contact or in union, it's truly marvelous. It is unexcelled, unparalleled, and it's not the mundane union
那就是很短暂的。
because that's very short.
但是
And
灵
nothing.
跟灵的合是不一样
But the union of spiritual and spiritual body is different.
body and body，
It's not the typical physical body and body. It's different.
印尼的
Question from Indonesia,
承认自己的名字，你问我答。
and he uses
埃卡
Indonesian
斯万
name.
托，就是西斯万托，
Eka Siswanto.
哎，他问了，请问师尊书中
Oh, the question,
是
Grandmaster.
提到无漏是否等同于
Grandmaster, you mentioned non-leakage in Grandmaster's books. Is it the same as the attainment of anagami, non-returner in Hinayana or Theravada cultivation? Is there some connection between them? Thank you for your advice.
不还，
Anahan, Anagami,
他这里的不
the non-returner,
没有到沙婆寺，
which means they don't return to the Saha world
到了阿
anymore.
含
They reach the state of Anagami.
不会再来沙婆世界，不可能。
So they will not come to the Saha world again.
抛掉肉体，啊，是不是无漏？这个是不是？
So
这个是无漏法嘛？
is this the non-leakage Dharma practice?
只是一个
The non-leakage Dharma practice is a foundation, we can say.
修行。
In spiritual cultivation is also a
觉
foundation.
得跟阿难含也可以这样子算的。
About Anagami, we can say
越动
if you have leakage, then you have a downfall. Definitely, for sure.
你还是有肉体嘛，
Because you still have a physical body, you're just a mundane being.
干脆上法船，阿弥陀佛。
So you just get on the Dharma vessel by the blessing of the infinite light of Amitabha to purify you, and then you go to the lowest level of Sukhavati, the pure land of mixed sages and mundane beings, and continue to cultivate there. So that's all you can
去
do.
那里再修吧。
Then you just continue your spiritual cultivation there.
我无漏法练修了5年呢，大家看到。
I have practiced non-leaking for 5 years. Oh, that's so hard, so difficult. Of course it's difficult. If it's so easy, everybody is a Buddha. You think spiritual cultivation is simple? No, it's the most difficult thing in the world.
就是上天难。
It's very difficult to go to heavens. It's very difficult. That's the most difficult thing in the
下动
world.
很容易啊，
It's easy to fall,
马上就钉
to have a downfall. It's very easy and you die.
三恶道太容
A
易。
horrible death. To fall into the 3 lower realms, it's very easy, but to go
都
up
很难的啦。
to the heavens, it's very difficult.
无漏法是阿那含吗？
Is the non-leakage equivalent to anagami? Are they related at all? Please advise.
哦，他回答还是讲有关系的。
They say there is some connection.
阿那含一定是无漏的，
So that means anagamis are definitely
修正
non-leaking.
了无漏，
They have attained the state of non-leakage.
晨光出现，
And then you continue to practice to emit light, inner light, your own light.
我刚刚已经教了大家
So just now,
结界的方法，
I have taught you how to perform boundary protection, right?
然后再教大家
And then I taught you the most important fifth
大家
instruction,
六十遍也是
the
很
non-leakage, and also the Sakya 6 postural changes,
吸气提气，
and they're more important. So to breathe in and to lift up, they're all very important. and to lift up,
这个肛门啊、提肛啊，
and then to lift up the
下
anus
行气上
so that the lower qi can
上
be
行去
pushed
吐
up,
出来，
and you exhale all the upper qi.
要漏
I
出来
talk
的时
about
候呢，这个
non-leaking
水啊，
practice, right?
插
Like
到
the
那个
straw into a glass
矿
of
泉水里
water
面，然后
or a bottle of
拿
water,
矿泉水再
and
按
then you
住这个
and you close the
提起来
top,
那个水就是不会漏出
and
来，
then when you lift up, the water stays.
水就滴下来，
But when you let go, the water will drop.
这是压喉结呀，
That's why you press on your Adam's apple.
把这
You
个
press on your Adam's apple.
压住上行，
That's to close off the upper
压
opening
喉结，
after you exhale the upper qi. This is
反
crucial.
而就是
And the tip of tongue touch the upper palate, and you exhale, lift up the anus, pushed up, and you lift up the lower qi. Those are all very important.
你这个念头啊，
And your thoughts
在色日上，
should not be on
在
the
你的
act.
本尊上，
It should be on the yidam.
就是转移念头，把你念头
So you transform your
清
thoughts
净清净
to
嘛，
focus on the yidam, then you're pure.
你不会清净吗？
Can't you be pure?
跟大家讲啊，
So I'm telling you, that's how you train.
最后一个是意识。
The last one is about consciousness. By the two appearances of arising and ceasing, attached to the wondrous luminous true mind, knowing arises. The essence of knowing reflects dharmas, meaning everything, and together with dharmas, it becomes the root. The source of the root is called the four pure gray elements. Thus it is called the thinking mind, like seeing within the dark chamber. The floating root and four dust flow and rush towards dharmas or everything. So this piece is talking about your brain,
就是意啊，
the
眼
mind,
耳鼻
the
舌
eyes, ears, nose, tongue, body, and mind.
根啊，
Those are the six
最后
roots,
一根
the last root.
头，所有的那根
Encompasses the rest.
感觉，它有知觉呀，
So the sensation of the other
还是有
roots, and there's an awareness in your brain.
如幽视见，就是你脑海本来是不见的，你晚上
So like seeing within a dark chamber. The brain at night when you sleep, you close your
像
eyes
连您讲，他不做梦，
and you don't have dreams like Lin Ning said. No dreams.
什么知都没有，什么意识都没有，
Then there's no consciousness at
都
all.
没有。
Then you have no consciousness.
当你意识都没有的时候啊，
When you have no consciousness at all, that's no thought.
你知道吗？
Do you know
念为正结果法，
that the state of no thought is
念为
the
正结果法，
Buddha Samadhi, the jewel of Buddha Samadhi? What is that? No thought. That means you don't want to have any
眼睛
thoughts.
就是妄念的根源。
And the eyes are the source of those random thoughts, and the ears are the source of those thoughts. And also the nose is the source of the smelling thoughts, and the tongue is the root of the source of all tasting thoughts, and the body too.
最后的那个知啊，知道的那
And your brain, your thoughts
都是虚妄，
are the source of
这
your
些希望就
random thoughts of knowing.
妙明真
Those are all false and illusory,
黏，
and they cover and conceal the wondrous luminous true
这
mind,
东西清除掉，
and they glued on it.
折身意，
So, but when you eliminate all those six roots, then you become no thought.
念的时候，
And then no thought is the true Buddha jewel Samadhi. And then that's why when you have no thoughts whatsoever, your inner mind will radiate light. Only then the wondrous luminous true mind will appear. If you have so many thoughts on it, how can you see it?
盖住了嘛。
It's just like all those dark clouds covering the sunlight.
所以眼耳鼻舌身
That's why the eyes, ears, nose, tongue, body, and mind
妄的，
are all false and illusory.
你如果你啊，
If
后啊，
when you meditate, we often say, we often hear disciples say,
妄念一大堆，
they have so many thoughts when they sit,
到处
when they
胡
meditate,
乱想，念个经，
all kinds of thoughts appearing. They cannot chant the sutra, even the short hiking sutra. I will look this one up.
那么摩诃跋切波罗蜜是大成就，那么摩诃跋切波罗蜜大成就，那么摩诃跋切波罗蜜是无上就，那么摩诃跋切波罗蜜是无顶顶就，那么净光必如法将佛施舍，先作于王佛，不可虚名电王佛，法护佛，净光中，施者游戏佛，佛先心通佛，有数琉璃光王佛，佛光功德三王佛，现出功德波王佛，贵其七佛，未来现劫千佛，千我法佛，万我千佛，我法华千佛。八个金刚总佛、定光佛、六方六佛庙、东方佛光华定王庙、尊王佛、南方求根华王佛、西方作王心通阳华王佛、北方华殿清净佛、上方无所见尽波须佛、下方三奇观王佛、无量诸佛、多波佛、释迦牟尼佛、弥勒佛、阿娑佛、弥陀佛。中央一切众生在佛世界中者，行大的地上极界虚空中，只有一切众生各能安稳修持，昼夜修持，心常常诵诸经，能灭生死苦，消除诸毒害。那么大面观世、观面观世、各面观世开面观世，有方菩萨、有相菩萨、文殊师利菩萨、普贤菩萨、虚空藏菩萨、地藏菩萨、清凉波山、一万菩萨、佛光如来化身菩萨。念念上诸经，求世尊之功，就业离波地，叫地，多罗尼地，尼亚那地。比尼地摩诃地神千地耍，你要懂得念。
You need to know how to chant. And when you chant, you should not have any distracting thoughts. Sometimes when you chant, it's just a piece and then a thought comes, and then another name, another thought, and another thought. How can you chant like that? Hiking Sutra is so short and you already have random thoughts appearing. How can you enter into meditation? How can you reach the state of no thought? Oh my God. So I often say, I often hear that those, I have so many thoughts when I meditate. That's normal. It's abnormal if you have no thoughts. As soon as you meditate, you have no thoughts at all. Ooh, that's really divine. That's abnormal. You're not normal people. So you need to train, you need to practice. Spiritual cultivation is very difficult. Asking them to have no thoughts, that's impossible. So you replace them with something like visualization. So you replace your thoughts with visualization. So the infinite life, in infinite light, there is 16 different kinds of contemplations, visualization to handle or to overcome your random thoughts until you reach no thought. That's the tantric Dharma practices. So, Quan Uliang Songji. So, Amitabha Sutra is Mahayana, but the contemplation of the infinite life, that's Tantric Buddhism. So they are interrelated, Mahayana and Tantrayana. So you use visualization method to replace the random thoughts until when you visualize with complete focus, you reach the state of no thought. And when you reach the state of no thought, you naturally become non-leaking. Now do you understand when I explain it this way? It really is very difficult. However, you still have to be able to accomplish it. So in Tantric Buddhism, we use methods of visualization. So when you visualize, you should not have any other thoughts. When you chant mantra, chant sutra, chant the Buddha's name, you should not have any random thoughts. You should overcome until you reach single-mindedness, and that's one-pointedness. So to go to Sukhavati, there are two requirements, two methods. One, you have to have good roots or good karma. We do the mundane giving and also the holy giving. There are two kinds of givings. Giving Dharma to deliver sentient beings, that's giving Dharma, the holy Dharma giving. And the mundane giving is to give money and help to the poor and needy and disaster relief, to help humans. And also giving Dharma. And there's also giving Dharma. So that's the holy giving. So in your spiritual cultivation, you have to reach the state of no thoughts. And at first you replace your random thoughts with visualization until you have no thoughts arising, then you can be reborn in the Buddha land, Buddha verses and Pure Lands. So two requirements. You have to have good roots and single-mindedly be mindful or chant the Buddha's name. That's about the Amitayus Contemplation Sutra. So, look at all those Dharma brothers in the Zhang-Yi prison in Singapore, that they single-mindedly chant the Hiking Sutra. So they were all reborn to the Pure Land, even when they committed such horrendous crimes. So, let alone us. So the key point is in the single-mindedness and to have good thoughts or good root. You must be chanting or be mindful of the Buddha. So the mind is extremely important. That's the most important one, the last one. Eyes, ears, nose, tongue, body, and mind. The mind is like the waterfall. Then you change it into the great river and then little stream and then into the quiet lake. And that's single-mindedness. That's how you cultivate spiritually. So that's why non-leaking Dharma practice is also single-mindedness. Xiaoming told that they drive luxury cars, live in a luxury home, and how about us? Now you just ride on a bike and I'm behind you. And Dad turned around and said, don't compare to others. As we just do our best. And most importantly, we should be happy. And then Xiaoming showed him the report card, his report card. I got 0, but I've done my best. Three mice were boasting. The first one, I eat the mice repellent drug, and I use the mice trap to train my body, my muscle. And look at that pregnant cat. That's my doing. A told B, such a bad luck today. There were so many people on the bus. So my steam bun becomes a
干
toast.
什么呢？
And we said,
觉
oh,
悟上
that's
的
no
人
big
才说
deal.
呢，
There are more
大师只
people
放个屁，
on
被
the
挤成
on the
塔河。
express. So I was going to fart and it became a burp.
老公刚刚下班回到家，
And the husband got off work and
今晚
got
做的
home.
好吃吗？
Did you cook something delicious tonight? And the wife was
丰盛，有
very gentle, with lots of delicious braised meat, pork, and seafood, prawn,
黑胡椒牛排。
and a black peppered stick. And
老婆你太棒了，
the husband was drooling, oh, you're so great. That's just so wonderful.
口味的泡面，你想吃哪一种？
Those are all the flavors of the instant noodle. Which one would you like? 这个爸爸对小明讲，打个电话给你二叔， Dad told
叫
Xiao
他来喝
Ming,
酒。
call the second uncle to come and drink.
二叔
And Xiao Ming said, oh, he cannot come because his wife said that he's cleaning the
爸
toilet.
爸就讲，
And Dad said,
他
what a useless man,
要是我，
so shameful. If it had been me.
这时候小明的妈妈走，
And so Xiao Ming's mom came up, so what if it were you?
这个爸爸讲，
And then he replied, I would have done cleaning.
有一个记者呢去采访精神病院的院长，
A reporter
院长
interviewing the dean of the psychiatric
治疗
hospital.
好，
How did you decide or determine that the patient is cured?
其实很简单，
And Jin said, actually, it's very easy.
装满水，
You fill the
旁边
bathtub
放一个
and then you
一个
place
瓢羹，一个
a spoon and a basin next to it
把缸里的水，
and check how they drain the water in the
这
bathtub.
也太简单了吧？
And the reporter said, that's so simple. Of course, they would use the
认
basin.
真的看着记者，
And then the dean looked at the reporter for a few
就
seconds.
会把浴缸的塞子拔掉。
If they're cured, they would just unplug the drain.
搞了半天呢，那个新闻
Even the reporter had problems had some mental problem too.
好，慢点别别哄。
Money pay me home.